Alright, so we're back again. Sorry for the delay. What happened? So yeah, we're gonna talk as I was talking about before. Go ahead and build this. Alright, so yeah, what I want to talk about with you today is the three planes as I was just mentioning before. So we'll go to heights, fixed 100. Okay, and we'll go ahead and go to heights again, and then do 3 from that, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, which is 300, not 3,000, 300. Goodness. Right here. Okay, your backdrop. What do we want to do? Oh, I did that one wrong. I need to turn it. Oh, I need to turn it. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. Yeah, I'll turn it in the other one. Fixture. Yeah. Nope. There we go. I'll go ahead and turn it so we have a more of a background. So go ahead and create that. Go back into F2, back into your heights, and then try to create it. Alright, so there you go. This is our two-step backdrop here. Alright, so this is our first, our 1, 2, 3, our third step. Now what we need to do is go ahead and, I had a bridge here that I was going to use. This is stairs, but and you guys may not know about it, but stairs it works just as good as a ladder does. I think I need to go into industry, go in and then type in stairs. Caairs. I spelled stairs wrong. Cais. No, I keep getting that wrong. Stop now. Yeah, I need to go into, no, it's inventory. I need to go into construction. I need to go into shipyard. Wait, I don't think, it may not, I don't think it's a shipyard. It's not a shipyard. I don't need to go into shipyard. Instruction. No, I need to go into buildings. Okay, maybe not building. Wait, hold on. It might be in buildings actually. Garage, factory. Okay, yeah, it's in here. There we go. So I need to have this right here is what we need. Um, is that a roof? That's cool. Okay, this is what we need. This is what I need. This is stairs. What I need to have. I'm gonna go ahead and bring out the area to make sure we actually can rebuild the map there. Alright, have our stairs being guided up to us. Now, if you guys know how to do it more of a mountain, you guys are more than welcome. I'm just going to build up our stairs here. And put this on none, so we have it nice and easy area here. There we go, and we'll push this up a bit more. Now, this happens all the time, just so you guys know. Creators, and when they're making games, they'll have things like this. Sometimes it may be out of the ordinary, sometimes it might be just right. It really depends how far your areas are going to be going. So I need to go up one more. Right. And that bleeds about right. Now I need to think, see, is there any other thing that can just like lift up? No, I don't need a roof. I don't need a wall. I don't need any of that. And can, I believe I can put one more right there, and that should work. Control V. Okay, I backdrop this one a little bit. We need to go. So we need to drop these down a bit. So need about there. So he can actually go up there. There we go. Sometimes this is a little bit harder than usual, but once you guys have the gesture of the idea of what we're trying to do when it comes to do a 3-plane program, or not program, my goodness, a 3-plane stage, then you'll understand that it's very different. We can also add some rocks right here, which is cool. So we're going to go ahead and get our guy here. I guess I'll just use a soldier, I suppose. Go to F1. I can add music in the background if you guys want. Alright, so here you go. So this is our three stage program. Now you can see right here. We can go to F3, and now you can actually see that my guy is able to, if we go in first person mode, or first person or third person, you can see that we're starting to enter our 3-page or 3-stage program, which is our 3-stage. So now you can have it more third person, take out enemies, or going around the corner of there. So what I want to do now is create a staging area to where it goes around. So now we have our guy here. We will put him now. He's like going around the stage area. And how we do this by going to F2 again, going back to heights, and going back to 100. Now we can create some cool water, which is cool. I need to go ahead and turn this. I'll go in F3 mode. Go up to our projectile and turn it. So now go ahead and go back into F2 now, and go to heights, and then go ahead and look around. And I want to go ahead and bring this around. And what I'm essentially doing here is I'm creating a basic circle. Make sure I'm connecting my dots here. And we'll go ahead and go around again. Now you can see that our 3 pages is now up. This is our third process of where now we're going around the area. Now over here we can do another stage to make it look again as I was saying before. So we're going to I'll go back to F3 and I'll swing this around. Check our stream. Our stream seems to be doing good. Koto Nico, welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm just actually doing some call to arms. I don't know if I remember you or not. I'm guessing you from Discord. We played Destiny 2 together. Or maybe that's not you. But anyways, if you're new here, welcome to the stream. I'm just doing a call to arms video, actually, and I'm doing more in depth of a three lane. So if you go in Halo, where if you're in first person, you go up in this 2 lane or 1 lane area, but then there's 3 lanes where it's a mountain and then a hill and then a mountain again, and that's pretty much what I'm portraying right here, how to do that and cut into Coat Arms. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn by going to F3 mode. Okay, we'll go down and we'll turn now. Alright, now we can go back to F2 and we'll finish going around like that. So now we're gonna go ahead and I'll show you really quick that our guy can actually go up here and you can see now there's nothing here because I could make it water, but a lot of times when people look at this they want to see something more. So when you look, you don't want to see nothing because that doesn't make any sense to anyone. So, but if we go around here, we can see that we are up on something. We can see the right there on where that is. Some people make the mistake of making something too close, around it. You can see I went all the way around. Have my 3 lane, have my background wall. You guys can see right there, going like that. Over, you can shoot. Alright. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bit more dynamic by going it to around. I'm gonna keep this around. I'm gonna keep this at 600, and we're gonna go all the way around at 600. Alright. But you see, can my guys see up a little bit? It looks a little bit low if I keep that 600. So I'll go the next one up. So going back into F2, back into heights, and now we're going 3 up. So we had 6, we had 300 now. We have 600, so 600, which is our 3. It's from 3, so we have 4, 5, 6, just 3 up. And I want to go ahead and pinpoint where I want to have my guy where you guys can see. So about right here looks good. As you just kind of like see of what's going on is I'm making a rounded shape all the way around my plane here. Now I can make this rounded, so I hit shift and I'll go ahead and make a mountain. Now I didn't know how to do this a long time ago, so making my round shape and my round mountain looks pretty cool. We'll go ahead and rebuild that one. So now my guy now we're going to F1 here. Now if we go into F1, we can see that we have a height of the building. As you're going to see, it's kind of inwards. And you can see more out of that 3rd lane that you over here. So now we're looking, but we can see that the mountain's kind of close to us. So to fix this, we want to go out even more. So this is a good time to put this at. So to finish this and to fix stuff like this, to make the mountains more out in the distance, what we need to do is we need to around probably I want to say 400 out and then going in probably about 2. So we'll fix this by doing F2 here, and we'll go out just a little more. So we're doing crap. I think I just messed that up. I hit Control Z. Yep, I had a feeling I did. I'm gonna load this back in again. Yeah, when I hit Control Z, guys, that was it. That's all she wrote on that one. I go back in again, and at least we know. At least we're doing something what not to. So if I fire and hit Control Z, then that's gonna be bad because it's gonna crash it, which is something we learned today. But I think that the interesting part about this is really getting down your third lanes and understanding where your background is going to be. And I'll go ahead and I'll show you guys what I mean by that, because this actually, we could have went new or this was going to happen anyways, but I'm actually going to have this happen because I can show you what I mean by your third lane background and then also your upper background. Alright, so I'm glad this is in. We still have this here. Our window capture needs to be capture. Keeps capture on that one for some reason. Kind of arms, please. Thank you. Alright, now we'll go back into here. Alright, now, so we're going to hit F, we're going to hit new, and I'm going to Alright, so 400 by 2. Alright, so now you see that it's going this way by 400, this way, and then it's going up by 2. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is go ahead and create our first background, which is 600. So we're going to polys, right? And I'm going to create something right here in this area. This is where I want to do before, is on this area. I messed up on the other one, but right here in this area is where I really want to be. So here, and we'll put this at 600. Okay, and we'll go up, and we want to go ahead and bring this outwards just a tiny bit here. So I'm gonna go about right there is gonna be my stopping point, and then not inside of here. We're just gonna close this off. All right, and I'll make this like a little mountain going all the way across. Oh, that right there kind of got me a little bit. Alright, so now we have our mountain. Ooh, no. I don't want that. Control Z, please. Z. Alright. So now we have our mountain. This is a lot of times where you want to go ahead and kind of create something kind of small because we have our mountain, our backdrop. Now, over here is going to be your longest destination. So we'll do 600 over here. I'm going to come out. I don't want to come really, really close, but I do want to come out to where it looks like it's actually there. So this is as far as we'll go right here. So there's going to be something in the distance or even in the background that we're looking at. Because up here definitely matters too. It just depends on what we're doing. Alright, so now I'm going to go back down to 100. And I want to go ahead and pinpoint right on my edges, as you guys can see right here. And I'm going to go around like that. Alright. Now the first thing I want to do is we want to activate our as you can see, as you start to zoom in here, you can see that building is very big, which is good actually, which is actually a good thing. Alright, so if we look out way out in the distance, we can see that this is now a background that we're looking at, right? And if we go all the way back over here, we can start to see a 3-lane process, right? So if we wanted to come up here and be like a mountain, we have to go ahead and look at the percentage of making it just right of it. So we'll go ahead and go to here, and we'll narrow this down like this. Now we have our first mountain and also our third back. So what we do is we'll go into here, we go back into F2, go back into here, go back into human. I'm just going to use a civilian. He can go here. Just let me go ahead and go back into F2. Now, it's very important, very important that when you're making any type of maps, if you had an object here, or you created something here and you hit Control delete, or delete, and it was gone, and this still, like, if I try my guy here and he doesn't go here, or he'll go here or go there, it's very important you go back here and hit F2, okay, and then you go up here and you want to go rebuild map, not import highlight map, not export highlight map, but in rebuild high map, the height of the map. So hit rebuild. Now our guy, if you hit F1, our guy cannot go up here, just like that. Okay. Now it's very important that because this is our background, as I was telling you before, because this is our background, we're not going to be going up here. This is just our background map. Our background, this is also a background. We have two backgrounds. We have this background and we have this background right here. So if I put him in third person mode, you can see that you don't really see anything because it's way too out there. It's way too far out there. So by looking at that, we now know that we do have a background here, yes, but it's too far. Our guy can't see it. So I'm gonna pinpoint where this marker is. This is where our new background is gonna be, and this is at 100. We'll go ahead and do a little something there, and we'll put this at 600. And this is probably going to be perfect for what we're going to be using. Now our background is there, and I think that's perfect that we're saying. I think that's even enough distance to what we're going to be looking at. So we have F2 here. Go back into third person. And yes, as you guys can see, our background map, which is right here in front of us, is now visible to when we're walking on the path. We now also have something to look at, which is right there. So here's down there was our first lane. Okay, we have this is our hill that we're going down, right? And now we see the background. Now we know it's gonna be there. We can walk to it, but it's definitely out there. It's very far. Now we go back up here. Okay. Now we can actually walk on our second lane. This is our second lane, our third lane. This is our third lane right here. This is our third lane, but it's also a background that we're using. And all we're really doing is just walking and looking at our way back background that we're looking at. Something that looks just like that, pretty much. And what this is doing is we're looking and looking. Now this can go all the way around if I positioned it. To make it go all the way around, what we end up doing is we would have to put this map, so we have to take something like this. We'd push this to about right here, and then this map itself would have to go to about right here. So we have a rounded area that we're going all the way around from, but you have to look at physics and understand, okay, if I'm going to go around it, how do I keep going around it, and then the background still be about where it needs to be. So it's really placing and understanding where your map is supposed to go. So what if you're like, well, that's cool, and I like that, but I want to do a 5-lane map, a 5-lane era map to where I can go on multiple things and even go higher. Okay, so what we're going to do is I have to really quick, and I'll show you how you're going to do that. So go back into your fix. You want to hit this to about 0. Go back to fix, you want to hit 0. Alright, so now what we're going to do is clear everything we have to make this a 5-lane map. Okay? How you do that is you want to start off with the very basics of it. So although 3 is going to be high, we have to go down to about the same as it would be for the other one. So we'll take our guy, move our guy over to about here, and we'll start off a lane map about here. I'll check stream. It's got some dead zone right there for some reason. And we'll start right here, and we'll go ahead and begin to build our first lane map. So all we're gonna do is go back into heights, and we want to go ahead and look at something that's really cool because we want to have like a base builder. How we're gonna do that is we're gonna do the first one, which is gonna be about 100. Okay. So we have about 100 for our first lane. Now we want to go ahead and make this a bit smaller. Smaller, please. Alright, to about right there. And all we're going to do this is we're going to create something bigger. So you want to go ahead and have that second lane. So we're going to do about 300 now. And this is going to give our 300 lane map. And we'll go ahead and make this legible. We'll make this one readable right here. So you can go on it. Now we have our other one, which is right here. So we have 600. And we'll just do the same thing that we did before. And that is how we are to do our 3 lane to make it look like we were doing before. So we can actually get on there. So go back to F1, select your guy, find the road map. You can see that we're now going up a very steep building. So if you look down here, you can see that we're walking up. And you can also see that we can go over here and take out something if you want to, or we can go up even higher. And we'll stop there because he's pretty high up. Alright, so now we need to go back to F2, and we need to go ahead and do this again. Alright, so now our guy can actually go all the way on top, like this. Now you can see this is how you do a 3 lane map that goes up 3. You go from the bottom, so this is 4. And if you're still not happy, you can't even see the back coming from over there. You can barely see it, like right there, but that looks like you're pretty high up. Alright, so this is 600. This is pretty high up, I've got to say. But you can see that the up lane is you're very high up. So if there was a base on here, it would be very interesting. So it's very cool. And here he is in third person. So alright, so there's your first one on how you do that one. That's how you're able to go all the way up on the first one. Now I'm going to show you how to do a 5 lane map and also make it look like a trail or a mountain for him to come down. So we're going to go back to 0. Okay. I'm going to go back to 0. Now I'm not going to do a huge trail. I'm just going to do a little small trail to get you right on the direction you need to be. Just right. So we're going to start right here and then work our way up to about right here. So it's like so what we need to do now, replace our guy where our starting is going to be, okay, which is right here. And now we're going to go back into heights, back into here, and put this to about 100. Okay, and what we're doing is we want to make this a little smaller than what it is. It doesn't got to be that small. We want to give it to about right there. And what we're doing is we're going to build a trail all the way around to about there. Okay. And our guy can't get it, so we're going ahead and flatten it out so he can. Okay. Now you can walk on here. Now what we want to do when we get here is we want to go ahead and open up the next process, right? So we want to go ahead and expand our lane just a little bit more to about right there. And we don't want to do, we want to do about 100, okay? We want to make sure it's big enough, obviously. And what we're going to do now is we're going to put this at 200. We're going to be right in the middle of this. So here's not 200, but 300. Right in the middle of this, right here, like a big plop, right? And now what we're going to do is, actually that was a wrong person. Not wrong person, but a little more outwards. Actually, we'll go back to 100 because I forgot one important thing here. All right, there, now we're going to go ahead and go to 300. And I'm going to go ahead and go outwards now, so we're at 300. So now we're going to go ahead and make it right there. Okay. Now we're going to go ahead and use our shift. Okay. Now we're going to go outwards with this. So I'm going to go 300 out. Okay. Now I want to go ahead and create an area. But I want to go ahead and focus on making this our next high thing. Not 6,600. I want this to be our final base area. Alright, and what I'm going to do is go ahead and rebuild that map. Alright, rebuilt. So we now have a castle type of area what's going on. Right there. Obviously, I'll put this back to 1 or 0. Right, and I'll go up here. This is just going to be forwarded to it. And I'll create it right here. So I'll do shift. So we can go on. Okay, F1. Okay. And we'll go on like that. Now you can see that our character is now going up another lane of the map here. I think 600 is the highest he can go. I'm not sure. But it's just really cool ideas that you can do. Just heard something again. Wasn't sure what was going on. Seems to be doing good for stream. That's good. Alright, we're going to tell them to go. Okay, so our helmet go up here. Now go up there. There you go. What's really cool about this is you can do whatever you want to do on this, and it's really, really cool. You can make this a battle beach area to where there's a lot of water, and then this is the only place you need to go for a LZ. It just really depends on what you guys want to do. If you want to make it all hill or you don't want to make it all hill, it just really depends. But this is a start of a big, big area. To make this huge, like really big, you would have to start with a huge atmosphere. So on how you do that for these little small areas that you see is go back into heights, back into 0 of course, and pretty big, pretty big. So you would have to look at a huge large of an area to make it go as high. So if you wanted to do like say 1,000,